Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So before I get into today's video, I'm going to be announcing the winner for my DW competition. The winner is Sanda Gasa. Thank you so much for entering the competition. Thank you so much to everyone who entered. Thank you so much to everyone who watched the video. There definitely will be more giveaways coming, so do not be discouraged if you didn't win. It could be your turn next time. Today I'm going to be reviewing the MAC concealers, the MAC 24-hour Studio Fix concealers, as well as the contouring palette. I purchased the stuff at the end of last year. I don't know why it took so long to film a video, and I know it's like sort of long overdue. It's not exactly the new launch, but I think it's one of the newest launch. A lot of people actually haven't really tried it. I haven't seen any South African YouTube review. Correct me if I'm wrong, tag them down below so I can actually check out their channel. Yeah, so I'm super excited to be doing this. I think I might also include a quick eyeshadow tutorial. I don't know if you guys like it when I include the full look when I do reviews. Let me know in the section below, in the comment section below. I find that it does make the videos a little bit lengthy. If you guys feel like I should just stick to reviewing only and do a separate video for a tutorial, let me know. But I know that usually when I do a review and then I'm like going to do this on my face, be right back, I come back with the eyeshadow look and people are always like, please film a video. So I just find it better to kill two birds with one stone and do a review as well as a tutorial. So if you guys want to see this review as well as a quick makeup tutorial, keep on watching. I've moisturized my lips. I did use my MAC lip conditioner. I'm going to try and stick to MAC products throughout this whole tutorial because I feel like it would make sense since I am reviewing MAC concealers as well as a contour palette. Now I'm going to move on to priming my face. I'm going to try out this whole trend of doing brows after foundation. So apparently it's amazing. I actually saw from Foyen on Twitter. She tweeted about it. So I'm going to be trying that today. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face with my natural Radiance primer. By the way, if you guys hear any background noise, my cousin is visiting me, so she's having a little bit of a chat on the phone. I'm just gonna use my fingers. I wanted to use a brush, but you just washed your hands, girl, so it's whatever. Always wash your hands before you do your makeup, please. I'm gonna be mixing my NC 44.5 Studio Fix foundation as well as my NC 45. I'm going to be using a pump or 2 pumps of the NC 44.5 and just about 1 pump of the NC 45. It's very difficult to tell because this one doesn't have a pump. I'm just going to blend this out with my Urban Decay stippling brush. So I'm going to go in with 1 more pump of the NC 44.5. Just a very small pump, nothing too big. And I'm just going to do another layer just where I have some scarring. I'm actually so excited to be filming this video because MAC is honestly one of my favorite makeup brands. It's been for years. And it's always been that brand that my dream was to work with when I first started doing makeup, and the fact that I got to work with them at the beginning of my career and they worked with me for a very long time was such a blessing. So I'm always happy to like go back and use my fave. And now I'm gonna move on to highlighting. I'm gonna highlight with my 24-hour Studio Fix concealer in the shade NC43. Now before we even get into using the actual concealer, I just want to show you guys the packaging. So I think this packaging is beautiful. MAC always gets it right when it comes to packaging for me. I love the matte metal top as well as, this is plastic but it looks like glass. It looks very sleek and very clean. And also it's just so beautiful, like with the nude black and then a little bit of this transparency white, which is written 24 hours. I just really like the packaging, and I also love the applicator because this saves so much product instead of having to pour the concealer onto the back of your hand or even squeeze it out. Like for example the LA Girl, as much as it's my favorite concealer in all honesty, it does waste product because you squeeze it on and then you apply with the brush and then what's left is just waste. So I find that this will last much longer. So now I'm going to be blending that out using my Real Techniques beauty blender. I hate using a brand new beauty blender, guys, because I feel like it just doesn't blend as nicely as one that's a little bit used. This is blending so beautifully with the foundation. And also the product doesn't like dry quickly, it doesn't set quickly, so it's very easy to blend. I love that. So now I'm gonna set my concealer using my Mercier translucent setting powder, as well as this beautiful brush I got from Instagram boutique. I forgot the name. I think it's Wave or Waves brushes, but I will leave the link to the store down below. Now I'm going to move on to eyebrows while I'm baking. I'm just going to brush my brow hairs upwards using my travel toothbrush. Then I'm going to go in with my Deep Dark Brunette Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream from MAC, as well as my angled brush. And I'm going to fill in my brows. So I don't want to go too dark on my brows. So now what I'm going to do, just to feather out the beginning part a bit, I'm going to go in with my travel toothbrush again, just to brush out the beginning like so, just like that. And then now we're going to move on to concealer. So for concealer, I'm going to be mixing two concealers from MAC. I'm going to go in with my 24 Hour Studio Fix concealer in the shade NC43, as well as my NC30 Select Cover Up concealer. The Cover Up has a lot more coverage. It's a thicker consistency compared to the Studio Fix. And if you look at the shades next to each other, the Cover Up is much lighter than the Studio Fix. Now if you're someone who doesn't want their brows to be super highlighted, then you just use the concealer that you use to highlight your face. I want my eyebrows to be like popping. And then you can just blend whatever's left on your brush downwards like so as your eyeshadow base. And then I'm going to use my blending brush just to blend that out. And as you guys can see, it's much more difficult to blend the concealer now that I've mixed it with the Cover Up, because the Cover Up literally dries and sets so quickly. It would make the most amazing eyeshadow base because of this consistency. So now I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl AC Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan, and I'm just gonna be cleaning up the ends at the top. When I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna go in with my brow setting gel from Essence. I'm cheating once again. I couldn't find my setting gel from MAC, but I know I have one. And I'm just gonna brush through my brow hairs. So for eyes, I'm gonna start off firstly by blending my concealer once again. And then I'm going to go in with my MAC eyeshadow in the shade, I think this is Cork. This is what it looks like. It's one of those single pot shadows. I mean, you could get a container for it, but this was in my kit, so I didn't see a reason to. And I'm just going to use my blending brush from Carla. You can get that at Discam, and I'm just going to be blending this into my crease like so as my transition color. The next shade I'm going to be going in with using the same brush is MAC eyeshadow in the shade Brule. This is like a beautiful orange, and I'm going to be going just above my transition color just to create a bit of an ombre effect. So now I'm going to go in with my MAC Select Cover Up Concealer, and I'm going to be using this to cut my crease. Then I'm just going to go in with a small brush just to like blend that out and pick up any excess product. And then I'm going to go in with two different eyeshadows. Now I'm going to be using, I think this is Brule. Yeah, this is Brule from MAC. And I'm also going to be using Cork again. So I'm going to use Brule at the beginning of the cut crease and then Cork towards the end. Then I'm going to get a different brush and then I'm going to go in with Cork. I've stuck on my lashes. Nothing completes a look like a pair of good lashes, you guys. These are Lily lashes and they're part of for Sephora collection, and these are in the make Miami. My friend got these for me when she went overseas. I'm gonna go in with two eyeshadows on my lower lash line. I'm gonna use MAC Rule as well as Cork. So I'm going to be using these two. I might go in with Embark as well, which is a dark brown, right on my lash line, but I will decide. So I'm first going to start off with Rule. I'm going to be smoking it out, so I'm using a pretty fluffy brush. Am I wrong for just wanting to leave this like this? So now with a slightly more defined brush, this is the color brush, it's the Eyeshadow 506 brush. You can get this from GelCreme. I'm going to go in with Cork. I'm going to work that much closer to the lash line, focusing it on the lash line. This is my dark brown from MAC. It's like a very warm brown. I absolutely love this. As you guys can see, I've hit pan. This is in the shade Embark, and I'm going to be focusing this on the lower lash line, and I'm also using the same brush that I used when I was applying Cork. So as you guys can see, this brown is very pigmented. I'm not going to blend it all the way in. I'm just going to focus it on the outer lash line, just like that. Girl, get your life. Get it. So now for mascara, I'm going to be going in with the MAC in Extreme Dimension Black mascara. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this on my channel before. I used this mascara quite a while ago and I really did love it. So I feel like my lower lashes aren't popping the way I want them to pop. So I'm going to fetch the Beyonce of mascaras right now. So I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Paradise Aesthetic Mascara. I am currently loving this mascara with every single bone in my body. I'm going to move into contouring finally. I'm sure you guys are like, wow, Sissy, you didn't come here to watch you do that for 10 hours. I'm going to be using the Studio Fix Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette. Packaging wise, I am literally in love, you guys. Like, I'm so obsessed. I'm assuming that these are the shades written here, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and they are exactly 6 different shades in here as well. There's a peachy one for correcting, a yellowy one for baking, this pretty light one I think for highlighting, as well as these 3 down here for contouring. I love this. It's such beautiful, and the packaging, guys, like, MAC always gets it right when it comes to packaging. We need to not lie. We need to shame the devil and be honest, because You and I both know that when it comes to packaging, MAC has it. I'm gonna first go in with this shade over here, which is Shadow Shade Star, which is this one over here, I'm assuming. And it is not too dark. The thing is, I know MAC when it comes to pigment, so I sort of want to start light and then go in with a darker shade should I feel the need to. I don't know if I need to go in with a darker shade. I mean, do I need to? Do I really need to? You guys need to tell me. Because right now this powder is really just doing it for me. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this one. This one looks like it has a cool undertone. This one looks warmer, so I'm gonna go in with this one over here. Just a little bit, just to intensify my contour a little bit more. I'm literally tapping the brush on like 1, 2 on either side and then working that in. I'm obsessed. So now I'm going to highlight my inner corners using my MAC eyeshadow in the shade Chrome Yellow. Hello, of course. There we go, honey. Look at that. I think we can move on to blush now. I'm going to be using my MAC blush in the shade Gingerly. You guys know how much I love this blush. I'm basically running out even. So I'm going to be using Gingerly just to warm up my cheeks like so. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. The highlighter I'm going to be using is MAC's Oh Darling Extra Dimension Highlighter. Now, if you are familiar with this highlighter, then you know that wigs are on the floor as soon as she comes out, like snatched. Let me just... Where have you ever seen this in your life? Where have you ever seen such a pigment? I mean, like, I can give you guys 2 seconds. Guys, nah, like, honestly, I can't. Okay, cheekbones, I don't mind overdoing it, but let's just put a little bit here. I see some YouTubers putting it here. I don't really know why we're putting it here, but we're gonna put it here today because we're feeling extra darling. Tell me how beautiful I look right now.
You look amazing. Your dream come true. Amazing.
I know.
Oh, I
love you. This is why you like my BFF for life. I'm gonna go in with my lip liner from MAC. This is in the shade Chestnut. And then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Vivid Hot Liqueur lip gloss in the shade 64 Unreal. I'm gonna be setting my face with my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Setting Spray. Just to give you guys some feedback on the product, I absolutely love the concealer. Packaging, absolutely adorable. Applicator, very, very convenient and saves a lot of product. Coverage is also really, really good. Blends very well with the foundation. I would literally give this a 10 out of 10. I love, love, love it. But it is one of those concealers that you have to set right after using because then the product doesn't move a bit if you don't set it immediately. Sculpt and Shape Contour Palette is superb. I have to say that this is absolutely my fave. If I have to compare this and the concealer, I would pick this. I love, 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 love this Sculpt and Contour palette. Very pigmented, a little goes a long way, very easy to blend, doesn't leave harsh lines. It's just so, it's amazing. I don't even know what to say about it. Mattifying, not ashy, doesn't go ashy, doesn't have too much of an orange undertone. They got the pigment perfect, perfect, perfect. yeah, I love it. I'm definitely obsessed. This is something that is 100% worth your money. I love this palette and I will definitely still be using this. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the products. I think they're really great. MAC did an amazing job. So that's it for today's video, my loves. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, as well as leave some comment down below in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!